What's up, fam? What's up? I'm back with part 2. This is Small Talks with me, Bree. No intro for today. I don't think I got no air. But I just wanted to come back and finish off from yesterday's video, domestic violence in a relationship and abuse. Domestic violence and abuse in a relationship, and that's just not platonic relationships. And I shared a little bit of my domestic violence story yesterday, and I think I ended with telling y'all about the abuse I experienced inside the family unit. I think I left off with telling you guys that I was molested by my first cousin, which is my aunt's child, my daddy's sister. From age 7 to 10 when I got my first menstrual. I remember her daughter and I going to my aunt's daughter and I going to her and telling her, hey, look, this just happened. I remember my cousin, I remember her saying to her mom, mama, you know, woo, I just saw such and such hold him, bring her down doing such and such. And her mom didn't believe us, of course. And then my cousin, she began to demonstrate how she saw him. I'll never forget, you know, it was a chair in the hallway and a heater, because we had some old houses down there in the country. And she was sitting there in the chair and she was telling her mom and showing her mom, demonstrating. And then I remember my uncle saying, if you want to know the truth, take her to the doctor. Nobody took me to the doctor. Nobody did nothing about it. They just told me I was fast and I was this, that, and third. I was none of those things. I was being taken advantage of. Every summer I would come home. Every time he felt like he had power. And when my auntie was at work, he was older than all of us. He played football. And it was horrible, like real horrible. I had to check to see if I was recording, y'all. My bad. But yeah, it was like really, really, really devastating, you know. And then I went to school. I remember going to the school, school for the blind. I remember going to the psychiatrist and the principal and everybody. And I just told, and I remember my family turning their back on me and got mad at me because I asked to be removed from the home. But little do they know that I could have pressed charges because there was proof, because the school offered a full body physical. And I was asked what I wanted to do, because at that time I was old enough to say what I wanted. And I just said, can I please be removed? Can y'all please find me somewhere else to go? And it was like, you know, they really wanted to handle it by law, but I just didn't, because I don't know why. I felt like if they don't believe me, but then my daddy had believed me, because the way he acted, I don't know if it was fate or what, but the way he acted, and he removed me from them. He took me to another lady that raised me for a little while when I was like 5. He took me back to her down there. No, he took me to his other sister house in Evergreen. He took me over there for a little while. He was fussing, cussing, and ranting and raving, but then he took me right back. And I didn't understand that, so I just felt like, hey, just remove me from around these people. You know, even at that age, I had sense. I always been outspoken. I've always stood up for myself. It just became a point in my life where I just had went through so much that I got silent and I stopped speaking up and I stopped standing up for myself, because I was like, shit, why would I do that and nobody's gonna stand behind me? But I realized I don't need nobody to stand behind me or with me about no truth, about nothing that happened to me. I'm just simply here raising awareness and letting y'all know that stuff like this happens, and especially in the Black community, in the Black household, that like to sweep certain things under the rug. But that's why it's a lot of mental illnesses in the Black community with the men and women because they have dealt with so much trauma, and the parents like, hey, don't tell what's going on in my house. That shit bullshit. Especially when it's, I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just passionate. That's BS. That's BS to tell a child. Don't say, especially when it's harmful and you know, and the child done came to you and told you this, and you say, oh, let me tell, let me. Yes, you do tell. Because I did. And they didn't talk to me for 2 years. And I went to Birmingham to live with my aunt. I didn't care. I went on living my life. And they eventually started back speaking to me or whatever. But I just want to encourage everybody to speak up, speak out about it, because holding it in is not going to help you. What it's going to do is stunt your growth, and you just going to hold on to it. You're going to be resentful and stuff like that. And I was for a long time. I couldn't stand them for a long time. But now I release with love in 2022. Last year when I reached out to my cousin and I said, hey, can we talk about this? Can you kind of get with me to get with your mom and kind of go back over these events? And she's like, oh, you told me it didn't happen. How did I tell you it didn't happen and you were there? How? Like, it's everybody jogging their memory. It's like everybody got amnesia all of a sudden. But then now that I've healed and stuff like that, and everybody's trying to come back around, now they want to love-a-dubby and love on me, and I'm so detached. And I had to detach myself. And it's not that I don't love them, but it's like, if we cannot talk about this and we can't be truthful, and y'all just say, hey, I'm sorry. I'm not even looking for an apology no more, because I tried to get it last year because Spirit told me to do that so I could get some resolution, but they didn't want to. So now it's in Spirit's hands. So whatever happened to them or whatever they fate is on that, because you got to pay for that, because nobody stood up for me. I was a child. No one stood up for me. And these the same family members that had that person around their freaking kids with y'all daughters. And I'm like, damn, so did he just do this to me? Now I'm wondering. But see, I ain't gotta wonder, because I have insight. I already know certain things that they think I don't freaking know. But it's just sick how families sit up, and because they think so highly of an individual in the family, that they will hold a secret like that. But we learn down the line, and what I learned, that your family, you have enemies inside your family that follow you from a past life. Because anybody that's your family don't treat you the certain way that family has treated you. I'm telling y'all. But yeah, so, hey, and then like, that's just it, you know. All I can tell them is tell the truth. Come with it. Like, that's the only way I'm gonna be able to be around y'all with my children and my daughter especially. And I'm gonna protect mine. And if that means staying away from y'all, I don't care. Nobody is finna mistreat my child. I ain't finna be swept on the rug about mine. So, till y'all we can sit down at the round table and talk about this or whatever, my babies won't be around y'all. My son, my daughter, because at this point, y'all accomplices. Anybody that sit and let anything happen to someone that's underage and they know, you know it happened, you're an accomplice. So take with that what you will. But anyway, y'all, you know, I just want to share a song with y'all for real. I said I was going to have a song of the day, but here go the song. Here go the song right quick. And I feel like she made this song for me. I found this song in 2022, I believe. Yep, it was 2022. And like, you know, it's just my life all in one. So you know? I don't know what that is. But here we go. It looked like somebody came up on the phone with y'all. But let me play this little song for y'all right quick.